Imagine a landscape where the sun is your enemy, and the earth itself is trying to cook you alive. Deep in the Black Canyon, where the Nevada desert air reaches a staggering 50 degrees, a miracle was born from pure, raw desperation. It was the 1930s. America was a nation on its knees. The Great Depression hadn't just taken the money, it had taken the hope. Families were living in rag towns, makeshift camps of cardboard and canvas, praying for a single chance to survive. Then came the canyon. 5,000 men headed into this furnace. They weren't just building a wall of concrete, they were fighting a river that had roared untamed for millions of years. Ask yourself, what do you do when your world collapses? Do you stay in the shadows of your defeat, or do you head into the heat? The Hoover Dam is a testament to the grit that only emerges when we have nothing left to lose but our fear. It is the story of those who chose the canyon over the soup line. The work was a visceral, daily nightmare. To divert the massive Colorado River, men had to dig 4 colossal tunnels through the solid rock of the canyon walls. Inside those tunnels, the temperature reached 60 degrees Celsius. The air was thick with toxic exhaust and the smell of dynamite. But the most legendary of them all were the high scalers. These men dangled from simple ropes hundreds of feet above the jagged rocks in the churning water. They swung like human pendulums, using jackhammers and crowbars to clear the loose stone. One slip, one frayed rope, and it was over. But here is the truth of grit. It isn't found in the moments of victory. It is found in the dark tunnels, when your lungs are burning and the end is nowhere in sight. They didn't work for the glory. They worked for the bread on their tables and the pride of proving that they were stronger than the mountain. They learned that a human being can endure anything as long as they refuse to let go of the rope. When the millions of tons of concrete began to pour, the scale was unimaginable. If they had poured the concrete all at once, the heat generated by the drying chemical reaction would have taken over 100 years to cool. It would have cracked and crumbled. To solve it, they built a massive cooling system, thousands of miles of pipes carrying ice-cold water through the heart of the structure. It was an engineering masterpiece born of grit and sweat. When it finally dried, the Colorado River, a force of nature for an eternity, had been stopped in its tracks. A giant of stone now stood where there was once only dust and heat. The Hoover Dam teaches us that no canyon is too deep and no river is too wild if you have the patience to move one bucket of concrete at a time. Your life may feel like a desert today. Your struggles may feel like a flood that threatens to drown you. But remember the canyon. Victory isn't about the size of the dam, it's about the persistence of the pour. In the modern world, we are addicted to the instant. We want the dam without the desert. We want the result without the rope. But history tells a much harder story. It tells us that the greatest structures, both of stone and of spirit, are built by those who are willing to sweat in the total silence of the desert. Grit is the ability to hold the rope when your hands are bleeding and your muscles are screaming. It is the choice to return to the canyon morning after morning, even when the task seems unreachable. This is the philosophy of the scaler. Focus on the rock in front of you, and the height will take care of itself. The heat of your desert doesn't exist to consume you. It exists to forge you into something that time cannot break. Look at the Hoover Dam today, and you don't just see a wall of concrete. You see the spirit of a generation that refused to be defeated by a decade of darkness. They looked at the Great Depression, and they answered with a monument of power. What are you building in your own desert today? The river of your life is waiting. The canyon is deep, and the sun is hot. But the grit, the raw, unyielding grit, is already inside you. Don't wait for the rain. Don't wait for the world to change. Head into the canyon, hold your rope, and build something that will stand long after the storm has passed.